For all my fellow gamers out there, check out these gaming accessories from HyperX. Whether they're looking for a new headset, a fresh microphone, keyboards, controllers, webcams, and much more, HyperX definitely has you covered. Just hit the link in the pinned comment and description for much more details. Also, a portion of any qualifying purchases goes right back into supporting the channel. So thank you in advance for any support. Yo buddy, Veteran X here, and no need for a long ass YouTube intro, you know why you're here. At the time of this video, we have less than 2 weeks until the playtest for Chrono Odyssey, and I am very excited. We'll be dropping daily videos covering info, leaks, news, memes, and hype until the playtest drops, so stick around to join the fellowship. It's been a very long time since I've been itching to dive into a new MMO, and Chrono Odyssey looks very promising. Now, just because I'm looking forward to this game, that doesn't mean I'm going to blindly consume without first making sure that this game doesn't try to mislead its fans like other AAA games. There are several aspects to cover in this regard. One of the biggest questions on players' minds is how will the monetization be handled? Will this game be pay to win? Will EXP boosters and stat increases be locked behind a paywall? Will microtransactions, even if they're tiny, give players a competitive edge over someone who didn't swipe their credit card? Well, in this regard, we can shine a little bit of light on this topic, and that's thanks to YouTuber Canon. You see, Canon had an interview with Chrono Odyssey's executive producer Song Tae, and he straight up asked if the game was going to be pay to win. The lead of Chrono Odyssey straight up said no.
Is Chrono Odyssey going to be pay to win?
걱정하지 않으셔도 됩니다. 저희 크로노 오디세이는 페이 투 윈이 절대 없습니다. 현재는 코스튬에 관련된 외형만 변경하는 어떤 상품으로서
The monetization strictly comes from costumes and cosmetics to change the appearance of weapons, outfits, and gear. There will be zero pay-to-win elements. But the thing here is that Canon did not beat around the bush with his follow-up questions. He even covered how publishers would try to sneak through loopholes, and one such example will be using a premium currency, which could eventually lead to pay-to-win elements.
You say no pay to win, so I just want to double check and confirm here, because no pay to win, I've seen a lot of loopholes that these companies will try to, they'll try and say there's no pay to win, but in reality there's some kind of currency that you can buy that eventually leads to pay to win.
The head honcho doubled down and outright said that they will not sell items that will disrupt the balance of the game. That's amazing. But Canon even states that while this does sound good, many players, myself included, will not believe what they're hearing until they see it. And I think this is a fair statement. It's a tale as old as time. How many times have we heard a publisher or company say one thing about a game or any product, and then when customers finally get their hands on it, it looks like a pile of ass? The good old bait and switch. It's a classic tactic straight from the AAA gaming playbook. We've even seen where companies will hold off their monetization strategies until the review cycle has ended, and then they'll add them in later at full force. Yeah, the corporate overlords have no boundaries. Now guess what? The lead at Chrono Odyssey doubled down even further on his stance about no pay-to-win elements. He said that Chrono Odyssey will never have pay-to-win options. You can see it right there. It's here on the screen. My man's is standing on business, and it's very refreshing to see that. Now, of course, I'm not 100% convinced because I've seen this story hundreds of times in the gaming industry, and the only way to be certain is to actually see what happens on release. But I will say that it does feel good to hear these statements from the guy in charge himself. Also, I like to give a huge shout out to my first channel member, Bright Soldier. Thank you for letting me borrow your Lamborghini, King. What an awesome guy. And if you like to support the channel and get cool ass shout outs just like this one, then click the link in the description to become a member and grow 3 inches taller instantly. For us, the players, Hearing that monetization is tied to costumes, appearances, etc. is nothing new here. But what I do hope is that there are cool customization items that you can earn in-game without having to buy it. I don't want to run around in my default outfit during a large portion of my playthrough. I want to engage with quests and boss fights and have a chance to earn some really cool looking shit without having to interact with the cash shop. If you're familiar with MMOs, then you already know what I'm talking about. You can tell when someone has paid for some cosmetics because normally it looks way cooler than the default dookie that you have to rock. I really hope that the devs have earnable cosmetic options that actually look cool. I think that's a fair thing to ask for. While watching their most recent trailer, some of those characters had immaculate drip. I'm actually thinking about becoming a ranger because look at that bow. Man, that looks so damn clean. Here's the question of the day. Which class are you guys interested in and why? Like I mentioned, I'm torn between a ranger and a sorcerer. The other classes so far are assassin, berserker, paladin, and swordsman. Another feature that helps out with customization is a transmog system. I absolutely love when video games allow players to change the look of their equipped gear. The ability to change separate pieces of gear would be much appreciated as well. For example, for your armor, let's say you have a helmet, some gloves, chest piece, pants, and boots. The option to change each piece individually would allow more ways for players to mix and match cosmetic options and make their characters unique. Unless if I completely missed something, I couldn't find any info confirming or denying a transmog system. But it will be there, right? Right? My goodness, please let there be a good transmog system. I mean, this is an MMO, so player expression and customization should be like a really high priority. And then I can only imagine the customization options if mounts are involved as well. So the possibilities could be endless. And that sounds good if I'm a paying customer. The playtest begins on June 20th, and I really hope everyone watching this video can get access. To join the playtest listing, just go to the Chrono Odyssey webpage on Steam and you can request access from there. If you're hungering for more gaming content in the meantime, then check out this video here on how Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was made. And if you want to hear my thoughts on a Game of the Year contender, then check out this video here on Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And now, with all of that out of the way, get out there and let's go play some freaking video games.